Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 7, I believe it is, in our 6-minute video series, where 6 minutes can save you hundreds of thousands of dollars, perhaps even millions. This is all about the perfect retirement solution for landlords and avoiding or minimizing the capital gains tax on your personal residence or your rentals. Yes, this is week 7 video, how to pick a commercial property. Here you see a Wendy's restaurant, Taco Bell, a Chase Bank. There are many, many others. Before I get into more about that, you may know us through our monthly newsletter, the Senior Homeowner Times, the books that we've written, like The Best Cities in the West, Senior Housing Simplified, and Help at Home. So to get any of those, there's a number to call or an email address to email us at. And don't forget our website. Tons of resources there, especially about retirement communities, which ones are available here in the Bay Area, what they cost, et cetera, et cetera. And for our latest book called Avoid the Capital Gains Tax, just to call that number there, we're happy to ship you a version out, or even send you an email, an e-version of the book. And again, just as we must disclose every time that this material is for educational purposes only, please consult your own professionals before engaging in any of these strategies. So there's a lot of categories out there in the commercial property world. In this price range of, let's say, $1.5 to $5 million, which appears to be about the amount that my clients seem to have to invest. There's the retail category that includes restaurants and fast food restaurants, hospitality hotels, multifamily apartment buildings, and why we recommend UPREITs. Because yes, you can buy your own multifamily apartment building, you can exchange into one, but then your eggs are all in one basket. You've got those management responsibilities, and you have none of this with an UPREIT. We'll be talking more about those coming up. There's the office sector, which is weak right now as more people are working from home. There's the industrial sector. Think of the Amazon warehouses, for example. That's a very popular and growing sector. There's storage facilities. I didn't list it here, but storage facilities are another one. So another thing about UPREITs or exchanging into a REIT is that they allow for much smaller investments as low as $100K. Whereas with a commercial property, you don't find too many good ones under $1 million. And really under 2 million, they're kind of limited as well. So one of the most important considerations, this probably just would occur to you anyway, when you're buying a commercial property that's leased to a tenant like Starbucks Coffee or like Chipotle restaurant or whatever, is the land. No matter who your tenant is, remember that when their lease is up, given that it's going to be a long time from now, 10 years or so, they might decide to move. So that could be good news for you, or it could be bad news. We want it to be good news. We want that news that they're going to move to be so good that you're going to be able to increase the amount of your lease payments to a different kind of a tenant. So what makes your site valuable? What makes the land valuable? Of course, it's the location and that there's growing demand in the area. We like to look at several facts to kind of bear these out. One, what's the current population? We don't want anything too small, and we don't want anything too far away from a big population. What's the proximity to larger cities? What's the historic population growth of the location and the nearby cities? We want that to be very aggressive, very positive historic population growth, like no less than let's say 30 or 40% over the last 20 years. What's the historic household income growth? Are people making money? People shop at your store or your tenant's store when they have money to spend. We want to make sure they have plenty of disposable income. And if you can check all these boxes when we're looking at a commercial property, you're most likely to have a winner. The good news is we do all of this for you, or we run the results by you and let you decide which ones you want to pick. So this is our short video series, 6-minute series. And I know it's a lot to absorb in a little bit of time. But if you have a question about how you can avoid the capital gains tax and how you can get good income for the rest of your life and beyond, then there's the number to call for a one-on-one with me, or you can email me at that email address there as well. Next week, why not just keep your properties until you pass? Well, there's several good reasons, and I'll share them with you next week on December the 11th, Wednesday, December 11th at 5 o'clock. And we'll email you the link to it about 30 minutes before the start. If you have any difficulty, there's a number to call. So where are we going with this weekly series? In this weekly series, we're drilling in on the parts and pieces of our strategies that will enable you to live wherever you want to live, move whenever you want, totally avoid the capital gains tax, boost your monthly income dramatically for the rest of your life, often double or more any rental properties that you might own in the Bay Area, and rid yourself forever of the 3 T's, problem tenants, toilets, and turnovers, so you can enjoy your golden years free of financial stress. Would you like the whole enchilada? Well, each month we do an overall presentation on this topic, the retirement solution for landlords and avoiding the capital gains tax on your personal residence. We call it the whole enchilada. It's more like a 30-minute series. Sometimes it'll go into 35 or 40 minutes. And our next one is coming up next week. It's on Tuesday, December 10th at 5 o'clock. There's the number to register or email to register us. Any questions, we're happy to answer them. Give us 24 hours to do so. There's my email address. Thank you for your time today, and I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. In the meanwhile, if you'd like to talk with us about your own capital gains tax solution, there's the number again. And thank you. That's it for this week. Take care now.